Who should be the MVP of the 2019-2020 NBA season between LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo? What is going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA. So if you're a fan of the NBA, folks, I'm going to need you to hit that big red subscribe button down below because I do post a lot of NBA content on the channel. You don't want to miss out. Go ahead and do so, folks. And while you're at it, follow me on my social media, links down below and on the screen for my Twitter, my Instagram. You guys can reach out to me, ask me questions, whatever it is, here for you guys, okay? Look, this is a debate that's been going on for a while now. I'm here to settle it, okay? The season's about to end. We got about 15, 20 more games left. Let's talk about it. Who should be the MVP? So, as you can tell by the title, this is essentially a two-man race. So, I'm sorry, Dame, Harden, Jokic, it's not close with the other guys. I mean, they're all competing for third. It's between LeBron and Giannis, okay? So if it's between these two, who should be the NBA MVP? And if you have been following my channel for a while, you guys should know this. I have a very simple criteria for MVP. Very simple, very straightforward. It's essentially two things, okay? It is stats and it's team record. You don't have that, you're not going to win MVP, okay? There are exceptions. Russell Westbrook averaging a triple-double for an entire season. I think the first time he did it, he won the MVP, but it takes rare occurrences like that, okay? Basically, the formula for MVP is you have an amazing team record. It has to be top 2, maybe 3, but really top 2, and you have to have monster numbers, okay? Like huge numbers. And so when we take a look at LeBron and Giannis, let's take a look at stats and team record. Let's take a look at team record. The Bucks have a better record. Now, the Lakers showed the other day they beat the Bucks, and potentially they are the better team. That is obviously to be seen if they do meet in the NBA playoffs and the NBA Finals. But as of the team record, the Bucks do have the better record. It's by a couple games, right? Like 4 or 5 games. But they do have the better record. Now, you can make the argument, and a lot of people don't make this argument, but they should, that the Bucks are in the East, folks. Okay, so they're in the East, and they have a better record. They should, because when LeBron James was in the East, folks were talking about if he was in the West, you wouldn't have this record. You know, the East is so weak, and now you don't want to make the same argument for Giannis. Kendrick Perkins made this argument, so I'm just piggybacking off of it because it is fantastic, because we used to go after LeBron for this, and let's be fair about it and call out Giannis for the same thing, because, again, the Bucks are in the East. There's a lot of tomato cans in the Eastern Conference, folks. The 7th and 8th seed, both right now, are below 500, okay? Not the case with the Western Conference. So, with team record, yes, Giannis has the better team record, but if the season ends with the Lakers maybe like a game or 2 behind the Bucks in terms of records, that might negate things. But if it's a 5-6 game lead, that's going to go to Giannis, okay? So that's team record. Now let's take a look at stats, okay? So I've got the numbers up here right now in front of you guys so you guys can take a look. We'll go with Giannis first, averaging about 30 points, 13 rebounds. I'm rounding these numbers, by the way. 6 assists, a steal, a block, 54% from the field shooting. That's ridiculous, by the way. That's a big man field goal percentage. 30% from 3 and 63% from the line, okay? LeBron, on the other hand, 25 points per game, 10 assists, leading the league, by the way, 8 rebounds, 1.3 steals, 0.5 blocks, 50% from the field, 35 from 3, and 70% from the line. So when we take a look at the numbers, Giannis has the better overall numbers. LeBron's averaging more assists. He is averaging a little bit more steals, and the three-point percentage and the free throw percentage is a little higher. But when we're talking about the major numbers, Giannis is having the better statistical season. It's not by a lot, but it is still better than what LeBron is doing. So when we take into account both of those two things, slightly better team record for the Bucks, slightly better stats for Giannis, he is the MVP right now. Okay, right now he is the MVP. But with the season still going on, here is what I see happening. If LeBron and the Lakers are able to get close to the Bucks record, I'm talking as close as maybe 3 games, potentially, but not more than that. They got to be within that range. And LeBron, his stats go up a little bit more. Certainly, the assists are great, but potentially the points, maybe even the rebounds, LeBron James will have an argument. So right now, Giannis is the front runner, but it's kind of like this. If Giannis keeps it up and LeBron plays well, it still might not be enough. You kind of need Giannis to play down a little bit and LeBron to go on an absolute tear. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but I am saying that LeBron James is not the front runner. It is Giannis, but LeBron is not fully out of it. I'm going to put the odds right now at about 80, 90, 80-20, 90-10. Again, very slim odds. But Giannis is the MVP, folks. And like I said, it is because of those two things. So unless Giannis literally fumbles the bag and he, goes into a tank, the Bucks lose a lot of games, he is going to win the MVP. But LeBron James has to go on an absolute tear the rest of the season. The Lakers have some big games coming up against some very, very big teams. And obviously he started it off by beating the Bucks, which is going to help his MVP case. And the fact that he's doing it in year 35, year 17, that obviously needs to not be underestimated. So, folks, I'm telling you right now that the storyline is fantastic for LeBron. He is in the West, a harder conference, and we're talking about, the fact that the LeBron's doing this here in year 17. But there's arguments to be made on both sides. LeBron's got AD, Giannis has Chris Middleton. So, to me, final answer right now, Giannis is the MVP, but I can see LeBron James, if he goes on a tear, he has the opportunity and the chance to win it. That is what I think, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below with your pick for MVP and why. As always, thanks for watching.